So let us start a new series today where we are going to be talking about the correlation of astrology and what success is, right?
Yes, yes.
Like let's say today we can start talking about startup founders,
Yes.
right? And how they have made it big in the global scale and what astrology or their personal charts have to play.
Yes.
So let's talk about that series where we'll talk about different topics,
Yes.
right? Today maybe it could be about startups. Tomorrow the next episode we'll talk about movie stars, then we
Yes.
could talk about IPS officers.
Yes.
So we will take up example charts of people who have really made it successful in their careers or in
Yes.
their lives, and then maybe you can give us a deep dive into how their personal chart correlates with
Yes.
the success that they have seen. So today let's talk about maybe being a startup. Let's talk about 5 successful startup entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we'll start with Bhavesh Agarwal, founder
Yes.
of Ola.
Yes.
We'll cover Girish, who just went IPO with the
Yes.
Freshdesk, right?
Yes.
And then we'll talk about Dipinder Goyal again, who just went IPO again.
Yes.
Now, all of these companies were funded.
Yes.
Now we'll talk about a bootstrap founder who made it big, which is Nitin Kamath from Zerodha.
Yes.
And the first exit,
Yes.
big exit in India was Flipkart. So
Yes.
we will also take up Sachin Bansal's chart and see
Yes.
how that correlates to the successes that they have
Yes.
had.
Before we start, there are a few basics that we'll discuss. So, for example, for a person to become a celebrity, or a person to become extremely rich, or a person to become a great industrialist kind of a thing, or a great entrepreneur kind of thing, there are certain basic things that is required. So, there are multiple things, but we are sort of concising them and then putting them as 5-6 pointers kind of a thing. One is the sun, moon, and Lagna Lord. These 3 planets should be reasonably very strong in the chart. So, for example, sun should have Sthana Bala. Sthana means the position,
Right.
the place where you are in. Moon should have Paksha Bala. That means moon waxes and wanes, right? So, it should have a Paksha Bala. And then Lagna Lord, which is your application of intelligence, should be reasonably very strong. So, these 3 things are definitely a requisite. So none of the yogas will fructify if these 3 things are not there. Second thing is Raja Yogas in the chart should be there. So there are a couple of Raja Yogas which are sort of celebrity Raja Yogas which should be there. One is Gajakesari Yoga, one could be Viparita Raja Yoga, Nijabhanga Raja Yoga, Guru Mangala Yoga. So for example, Sachin Tendulkar has Guru Mangala Yoga. You have Shah Rukh Khan who has a Viparita Raja Yoga. You have Obama who has a Dharmagarma Raja Yoga. So one of these good Raja Yogas, multiple of them should be there in the chart.
Got it.
Third, the dashas operating at that particular point in time should be relevant to that strength of the planet. So, for example, a planet out of those 5-6 planets that we talked about, so a chart should have at least 5 planets which are either in their own sign or in exaltation. So, one of those planets, that dasha should be operating currently.
Okay.
So that is the next
The
point.
exalted or the own sign planet.
Yes, yes.
Right.
And the 5th thing is the Vara, that is the day when you are born. So we have Panchangas, right? Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra. So the Vara, the day that we are born, that planet should be reasonably very strong in that particular chart. So the energy for that life comes from that Vara.
Okay.
So if that Vara is strong, automatically the chart is reasonably
strong chart,
Yes.
okay.
And plus the Arudhas operating should be reasonably strong. So the others' purview or others' position, how the other person views you in
Perception
that
of-
perception of others
yeah.
should be reasonably strong in the chart. So for a celebrity, fame yoga comes in along with this. For a industrialist, money yoga comes along with this.
Okay.
Yeah. So today we'll start with Bhavesh Agarwal's chart. So we'll take up this chart and then we'll see. We'll spend a few minutes there.
So here is Bhavesh Agarwal's chart. Bhavesh Agarwal being the founder of Ola, which was started in the year 2010, now has diversified and grown into a large portfolio of businesses, not just taxi. They started off as a taxi company, but now they also do food delivery. They have cloud kitchens which offer great biryanis to everyone. Now they've also come up in the EV space where they are also manufacturing electric vehicles, and they've also said that they've been the fastest number of EVs that have been booked over the last few weeks. So this is something that Bhavesh Agarwal has achieved at a very young age. So let's see what his chart, has in promise, and see what, how the charts and the planets support him in his ambitious startup endeavors.
Yes. So as we see the chart, there is a fantastic Gajakesari Yoga right at the Lagna. So we talked about the various yogas, right? So this is a very powerful yoga, and it is a combination of third lord and seventh lord. That is, from a lord perspective, the 3, 7, 11 axis shows the desire. So this is Kama. So the desire shows, and then from there we figure out that the company will be his own, and then he will start on his own kind of a thing. We also notice that this axis is a 410 axis. Fourth house of automobiles, fourth house of education, fourth house of delivery, logistics and all that. So what Karthik spoke about, in terms of automobiles, Ola, EV vehicles, delivery, logistics, food delivery, logistics, those kind of things. So that is where the fantastic, and in terms of 10th house, you have a Saturn Ketu combination, and you have a strong exalted Saturn in the 10th house, creating a strong Shasha Yoga. So from a yoga perspective, there is a Gajakesari Yoga, there is a Shasha Yoga, you have a Guru Mangala Yoga, you have a Chandra Mangala Yoga again in the axis. So Chandra Mangala Yoga again is a money, Dhana related yoga kind of a thing. So we noticed that he started his, about 10 years ago, and then the fag end of Rahu Dasha he started. This Vara Lord, which is Mercury, and if you see his Navamsha and the Dashamsha, they are sort of Vargottama in the Navamsha and Dashamsha. So it clearly indicates that another point, Vara Lord should be reasonably very strong in the chart. So that is where the energy comes in, and that is the planet of wealth. It's a planet of communication, wealth, and those kind of things.
One other question, right?
Yes.
So you did talk about yogas and you spoke about the Vara Lord, but the first point that you mentioned was 5 strong planets.
Yes.
Shall we point out which are the 5 strong planets
Yes.
here?
So if you see Rashi and Navamsha, Rahu Ketu are Vargottama. So it is extremely strong in terms of Rahu Ketu. We have a Saturn exalted here, so 3 planets, causing a fantastic Shasha Yoga. We have, from a sun perspective, sun represents the soul, sun also represents the light. You know how famous you will be in your life and everything. Sun is also exalted. So we have 4 planets here. Then we have Mercury, we told it's Vargottama from that perspective. So Mercury is again a 5th planet. And in the Navamsha, again Jupiter is sort of in its own house.
So the second founder is the one who just went IPO of a SaaS company based out of India. This is Girish's chart.
Yes.
Right. So Girish is the founder of Freshdesk, which was founded in 2010. The company is now valued at $12 billion, and they just listed in the Nasdaq share market day before yesterday. Right. So he is now the poster child of the Indian SaaS. This was the first SaaS startup from India to list in the American Stock Exchange. So Anand, can you throw
Yes.
some light on how Dhana Yogas and
Yes.
the different yogas are operating in
Yes.
Girish's
Again,
chart?
we'll start with the same pointers. The Vara Lord for this particular chart is Saturn. So if you see, there's a beautiful Parivartana Yoga. Parivartana means exchange yoga between Mercury and Saturn. So that is the 4th house and the 8th house. So Saturn comes here, Mercury goes there. So in addition to that, it becomes sort of in its own house. So we know that Vara Lord is extremely strong in this particular case. Another fantastic feature of this chart is a Venus-Moon combination. Venus-Moon is again a fantastic Raja Yoga from that perspective. And then second point that we talked about is Raja Yogas in the chart. So
Right.
he has multiple Dharma Karma Raja Yogas. So if you see, this is 5th Lord and 10th Lord. Saturn-Jupiter combination, 2nd Lord, 5th Lord and 10th Lord combination. Again, a fantastic Dharma Karma Raja Yoga. We have a 7th Lord, 9th Lord combination. Again, a fantastic Dharma Karma Raja Yoga, which is Venus and Moon.
Okay.
So, in terms of Raja Yogas, there is an Adi Yoga. From Moon, there are 3 benefics in the 6th, 7th and 8th. So, fantastic Adi Yoga as well. So, in terms of Dhana Yoga, we already spoke about.
Right.
So, in terms of Raja Yogas, there are multiple, more than 5 fantastic Raja Yogas for this particular chart. And that is why, that kind of status and that kind of wealth is sort of guaranteed in this particular chart as well.
Got it. So that is the yogas are what are playing out in
Yes.
his chart. Okay.
Yes. So in terms of dashas, we know that he started off in this Mercury dasha, which is in its own house. There is because of the parivartana, it is in its own house. So Mercury dasha is sort of given him that kind of a status. So obviously, prior to starting this Mercury dasha, before the parivartana happened, he would have sort of figured out many things. He would have tried out many startups. I don't know if it is true, but he would have tried out many startups. He would have worked in some place, and after this parivartana happened, there would have been a meteoric sort of rise.
Okay. So that is what helped.
Yes.
Maybe his time at Zoho would have helped him
Yes. Yes.
figure out how to build fresh tests.
Yes. Yes.
So now let's talk about a bootstrap startup based out of Bangalore. So this is the chart of Nitin Kamath, who is the founder of Zerodha. Zerodha is an online stockbroking company which hasn't raised a single pie out from external venture capital funding, but apparently their valuation is close to 7,500 crores, and they've done very well for a bootstrap company, and scaled to capture a large market in the Indian stockbroking industry as such. So let's see what Anand has to say for Nitin Kamath.
Yes. So there's we said that he has not raised money, but the chart indicates that money will come from others. So it's clearly because the 8th house is pretty strong and Jupiter Saturn combination is there. So the money is coming from others kind of a thing. So we know that he runs a tech platform where others invest, and he makes brokerages out of it. So fantastic parallel to a VC funding kind of a thing. So we have seen his profile, right? So he looks somewhat similar to Bhavish Agrawal, a handsome guy, very sort of lean, strong Mars and Venus sort of implications in this chart, personality kind of a thing. So here the Vara Lord again is a Venus, and the Venus is having a very strong Dharma Karma Raja Yoga. So Parivartana in 9th, 10th, 10th house is one of the best Raja Yogas that you can probably have. So his chart sort of guarantees that particular Raja Yoga. So Venus comes here, Mercury goes here. So in that perspective, Venus becomes exalted. So the Vara Lord becomes in its own house. And in terms of so that is why the Venus is also giving him the flavor of personality and looking good and those kind of things. So in terms of Raja Yogas, we spoke about Dharma Karma Raja Yoga. There is a sort of very strong Adi Yoga again. So like we spoke about Girish's chart,
right.
Very strong Adi Yoga, very strong Ubhayachara Yoga kind of
where
a thing.
Moon is being...
Yes. And from a Moon Venus perspective, again a fantastic Raja Yoga. So 5th Lord and the 7th Lord, again a Dharma Karma Raja Yoga.
Right.
So we have a Moon and a Venus sort of aspecting each other. So again, very, very strong Raja Yogas in this particular chart kind of a thing. Now if you see the Dasha operating in his chart, he started off this particular company in 2010, right? So 2010 onwards, the Venus Dasha has been operating. The Dharma Karma Parivartana between the 10th and the 9th Lord kicked off his success. And from there onwards, there has been no stopping. So for any of these celebrity and Dhana Yoga charts, you need to have Mercury and Jupiter in a strong position kind of.
They are both bringers of
yes.
everything. Yes.
So Jupiter talks about wealth, Mercury talks about wealth, and Jupiter talks about expansion. So continuous expansion happens through Jupiter if it is sort of thing, and then Mercury's strength also gives it.
Okay.
So here we see the Mercury is in its own house,
right,
in the 9th house, and that brings the 9th house of Bhagya, the fortune in this particular chart.
So now we're going to talk about Sachin Bansal, who was the poster boy of Indian startups for a very long time, right? Like you saw Flipkart growing to meteoric success, and then Sachin Bansal essentially exiting for a $25 billion to Walmart. So let's see what Sachin Bansal has in his chart that gave him this meteoric rise.
So if you see this chart, you can see 5,000 crores here. So probably this Gajakesari Yoga in the 11th house. So we talked about yogas, right? So fantastic Gajakesari Yoga, 2nd, 5th and 9th Lord. So Bhagya Konas are 5th and 9th.
Right.
So both the Bhagya Konas along with the 4th Lord and the 3rd Lord. So there is a Dharma Karma Raja Yoga as well. There is a Bhagya Yoga as well. And there is a strong Gajakesari Yoga in the 11th house. So this itself in itself, it's just a fantastic Dhana Yoga.
So
In
you're
terms
saying
of-
that we need not move forward with
Yes, yes. So we can see the 5,000 crores with this Graha Malika as well. So this is called, more than when you have completely, 4-5 planets continuously, it is called Graha Malika. It is like a mala.
Okay.
The planets are, sort of placed in the position of a mala. So from usually you take 5, minimum 5, but here it's because more planets are here. This is a sort of a Graha Malika yoga, and this also indicates that he's personally an internal person. He's not a very external person. So probably you wouldn't see many interviews about him and all that. He's an internal person, but he's sitting with 5,000 crores cash kind of a thing. So that is reasonably very strong in this particular chart. So in terms of Vara, we talked about the Vara Lord, right? So again, the same Mercury is the Vara Lord, and Mercury is Nijabhanga in this particular case. So Nijabhanga means same position in the Navamsha as well as Rashi. Fantastic strength in terms of.
Vargotama, you mean?
Sorry, Vargotama.
Right.
So it's the same position in the Rashi and the Navamsha. Fantastic strength in terms of Mercury, the planet of
Wealth.
Dhana.
Okay.
So I think these 3 characteristics are enough to explain this particular person's chart
Okay.
and the rise that he has probably seen in this particular thing. So 10th lord in the 9th house again, and along with the 10th, 11th and 8th lord kind of a thing. And then Venus Dasha was operating, Dasha of e-commerce was operating, so 5th house of e-commerce. So that is where the start happened, and
Right.
sort of gave him a meteoric rise kind of.
So let's take the last chart, which is the chart of Deepinder Goyal, the founder of Zomato. So you might see that the background is a little different. So we've been using the Jagannath Hora software for most of our analysis. And if you have an interest in astrology, this is a free software and a very good detailed analysis to get started with. Right, so a little bit more about Deepinder Goyal. He is the founder of Zomato, which just went IPO very recently. They started off as a food review company, but have now forayed into the space of food delivery as well. And they are one of the biggest food delivery companies in India. So Anand, throw some light on how food delivery and his chart are related.
Yes. So just to add, this software is done by PVR Narasimha Rao, and I think he's done one of the greatest service in this field of astrology by making this a freeware in terms of beautiful software. So let's start with this chart. So we see that Lagna is 0 degrees, right? So any planet which is in 0 or 29 degrees, it sort of brings a fantastic flavor in that particular chart. So here we see that Moon is 0 degrees, Lagna is 0 degrees. So we definitely have a person who is a $1 billion kind of a person from that perspective here. So, and we also see that he's a Mrigashira Nakshatra. So Mrigashira we spoke about in our Mrigashira video, right? Thick eyebrows. So if you see Deepinder Goyal's images, it will be thick eyebrows kind of a thing. And that flavor is pretty strong in that particular chart. So he's sort of started in this particular this particular Zomato. He started in his Saturn Dasha, and we know that Saturn is exalted again here in this particular chart. So that Dasha sort of brought in this flavor, rice, and those kind of things. And Saturn also talks about delivery boys and workers, and then managing them and those kind of things. So that clearly sort of explains in this particular chart. We also know that Lagna and your Ketu is in Moola Nakshatra. So which has got to do with, Moola is again a fantastic nakshatra for Dhana. So in terms of Dhana, it is a very strong kind of a nakshatra. His Vara Lord is Mars, and if you see, it is Nijabhanga in Navamsha. It is in its exalted state in Navamsha. So the first out of those 5 conditions, in terms of conditions, is sort of getting satisfied here. It is an extremely powerful sort of a chart. His chart is, in terms of planetary positions, you would find that 7 planets are exalted in this particular, or in their own house in this particular chart. So in terms of 7 planets, you're talking about a celebrity who is beyond your particular region kind of a thing. So usually if you have 5 planets, you will be sort of famous in this particular country. If you are 7 planets, 6 planets. So we talked about all people who have 6 to 7 planets exalted, who are famous and have wealth beyond this particular country, region kind of a thing. So from that perspective, this is a very powerful. If you see Sun is again exalted in the Navamsha, it talks about reasonably very good amount of fame, very good amount of name, which he probably gathers in this particular the entrepreneur kind of a market, and then there is again a very strong Gajakesari Yoga. Even in Dashamsha, there is a very strong Gajakesari Yoga in that particular chart, and this is also a perfect example of a starter who is bound to sort of
to be successful. One question, Anand, I don't think we touched upon this. We
Yes.
spoke about Arudas, if you
Yes,
remember, when
yes.
we started. So, any Aruda that you can maybe point out here?
Yes, so if you see, the Aruda Lagna is placed in exalted Saturn's position.
Okay.
That means the other people's perception about your particular thing is exalted. So for example, whatever you try to do, it may or may not get perceived by the others. In this case, he need not even attempt. Automatically things will get perceived, and that
Okay.
kind of a,
So that is how the Aruda
yes,
works
that
out.
flavor. So even if you see the Aruda of Dhana is reasonably very strong in this particular, it's in the Mars's location,
Right.
reasonably very strongly placed in this particular chart.